Hey friends, Stephen here. I wanted to talk to you about this series that we're in about Genesis. Every superhero that has come out in the past, 15 years almost at this point, Marvel, DC, otherwise, has had an origin story, a story of their beginnings, because we love seeing how things started, like what initiated the path that they are currently on. And the Bible is no different. In the book of Genesis, we are given the origin story of God's plan, the very beginning, how God created everything, the way that he was moving from the very inception of the world through currently till today, and how his plan has been can be traced along throughout that entire time. I've really enjoyed starting to dig into the story of Abraham and his family, which we're doing this January, because it's a time to look at the history of God's family and the way that he started to form his saving plan and path in our world through the family of Abraham. It's messy, it's challenging, and it requires a whole lot of faith. And I think, honestly, it can speak to our lives really clearly because of that. We've talked about how Abraham's been called. We've talked about the birth of Isaac and the way that God worked through a story of barrenness and questioning in Abraham and Sarah's life. This week, I'm going to talk about Hagar and Ishmael, maybe one of the most messy parts of this entire story. And yet in it, God is seen in clear and powerful ways. I'm hopeful that you're encountering who God is in the ways that he's working in our world through this series, that your faith is being challenged, that your faith is being built up and encouraged, and that you're being called to more as followers of Jesus. We don't look at their life so that we can figure out what ways that we have to all of a sudden, grow to become these like powerful, amazing superheroes. We look at their lives to see what it looks like to be a human who is called by Jesus and how we can live that out well. I'm excited to spend Sunday with you digging into this, and for the next couple of weeks to continue to dig into these stories and to see how Jesus is calling us in 2023 to live out our faith as his followers. I'll see you Sunday. Have a great week.